The right-wing noise machine in this country, everything from the big ones like Fox News all the way down to the independent podcasters and everything in between, has become a behemoth. A behemoth that, of course, there is no competition from the left. I mean, yes, we have big names on the left. We have big YouTube channels. MSNBC, it's still corporate owned, so I don't even consider that leftist, but even with all of the progressives on YouTubes and progressive podcasters, we still don't have anything that comes close to the media apparatus that they have on the right. That leads me to a question from YouTube user at Tyrone Moss, who asks, do we, leftist media and consumers, need to be more cohesive in order to make progress in 2026? If yes, please elaborate. Thanks. Yes, we do. And so, as you requested, I will elaborate. There is no cohesion right now on the left at all. In the leftist media sphere, I should say. Well, let's be honest, there's no cohesion among the left in this country at all anyway. If you disagree on one issue, you're basically an outcast, right? I mean, we see that all the time. There is no room for dissent on the left, and that's the biggest problem. I am personal friends with a lot of people who do this. David Pakman, Sam Cedar, we hang out a couple times a year. Pakman and I will text regularly. We live in totally different parts of the country, and a lot of the other ones like Jesse Dollimore, I texted with him just a few days ago. Jeff Waldorf, I message with him regularly, and a lot of other people, So we are friends, and I know Pakman is good friends with Brian Tyler Cohen. And Brian Tyler Cohen is like good friends with the Midas Touch people, who I also had, for a while, at least a fairly decent relationship. We haven't talked in a while. Sam Cedar knows a lot of people that he is friends with. Obviously, everybody at TYT is friends, and they know. So we all know each other. I'm in a group chat with several other people on Twitter, people that I haven't mentioned, people like Kyle Kalinske. So we're all friendly and nice, and we all get along, at least behind the scenes. But beyond that, beyond our little text messages and group chats and, sending each other funny things, we don't ever do anything together ever. And that I do think is disappointing. The closest thing we have is that, TYT, I go on TYT all the time. I'll be on, next week again. But having somebody on as a guest, that's not the same as having a real alliance. And that's what's missing. The cohesion. Oh yeah, we're friends, we're buddies. Yeah, let's chit chat. No, we have got to get together. We've got to hold events, right? Hell, Republicans, multiple times a year, multiple different CPAC conferences, multiple different Turning Point conferences. And all those things cost money. But hey, a lot of people in this business, I'm not one of them, sadly, have a lot of money where they could do this and they could easily recoup what they spend on it. I don't have the finances to put down and put on a conference, but I'll gladly show up to one. I'll gladly be a part of it. I'll gladly help plan it. So some of these other groups that do have more money do have to step up. I'm sorry, but I'm going to call you out now. You got to do it. You have the resources to actually bring the left together, to have these big events, to bring in lawmakers like they do at CPAC and have them trot out on stage like conquering heroes. But if we don't do that, the right is always going to have a leg up on us. We have to compete on their level, and if we don't, then we better get used to losing, because that's what's going to continue to happen.